Guys, this is Kelly, also known on Twitter as Kellyann1977, and today is July 25th at about 9:40. This is the second day in a row they have been working on this wall at 7:30 in the morning. And that's how much they've got. This is their fourth day. So that's what I've been waking up to for the past 2 days. I did some quick vlogs, but I took them off. I figured I'd just do another one now. So a lot has happened. A family member calls me yesterday at 3 in the morning because they needed someone to sign them out of the police station. And I was going to, but then I got sick and I said, no, I'm not going to. So, you know, you love your family, you want to be there for them, but there's only so much that you can do. So there's nothing I can do about that. I haven't heard from this family member to just make sure they made it home okay, because apparently their car was broken down, and I really don't know. All I know is that when I was younger, I made a few mistakes. I paid for them daily, and I've been out of trouble since. I've helped this family member before, where I've gotten in trouble and had fines to pay, and I'm just not gonna keep doing that. You know, I graduate next month. My husband graduates in a year with his bachelor's, and we want to look into, you know, buying maybe a mobile home, 3-bedroom. We have to see where our finances are in a year. One more year of the truck payment, and we will own it. It was a 5-year lease. So that's helped with my husband's credit. I don't get credit for it even though we're married, because it was his before we got married. And we'll go off of his credit because mine totally sucks from when I was younger. You know, helping people again. You know, getting cell phones in my name and them not paying it after a while. I had this family member take my car when I was 21 and I was at work. It was my birthday and I had to work. So I said, yeah, sure, you know, you can take my car. Just make sure you pick me up by 4 o'clock. It was a Saturday. I find out 6 months later that this person had a speeding ticket in my name. So when I went to go renew my insurance, you know, they ask you any speeding tickets, parking tickets, things of that nature. This was back in Rhode Island. So, of course, I say no. They look it up, and they said, no, you had one, and it was paid right away. So I couldn't afford the car insurance because they wanted to jack it up $500. And I was only paying $500 a year at that time, and that's when I was 19. So these are just a few examples. And I never got the money back from this person. You know, you got the speeding ticket, you should at least pay the $500 more so that I can get my insurance. No, I had to drive around with no insurance. So you can only do what you can do for people for so long before they have to stop to help themselves. You know, I'm not going to say I never drink or anything like that. I drink once or twice a week in my home with my husband. And usually when I do drink, we're watching Supernatural or a horror movie, spending time together. I don't go out. I don't drink and drive. I don't walk and drive. I don't get myself into trouble. Yes, and that's how loud they are. And then for this person to say, if I don't come get them, they're going to go to jail and it's going to be all my fault and I'm going to let it happen. I didn't do anything. I was sleeping. You woke me up. So I hope everything works out for this family member, but there's nothing that I can do about it. And this family member should not have been an hour away from where they live to come all the way out here. So dealing with that, and then my mom's still not feeling good from helping my sister for roughly 20 days. So, she's having a hard time keeping fluids down and food down, and she's trying to get caught up on sleep, because when she was helping my sister, she had to get up during the night, and it interfered with her medicines. Her medicines make her tired at night, so she sleeps better. So, for a lot of people in my family, trying to help out other family members or friends that are like family hasn't been the easiest thing in the world. With that said, I have 2 more weeks left of class. My husband, I believe, has 4. And then he gets about 7 days off. Between 4 and 7. He doesn't know when the classes start yet, because he can't pick them until 2 weeks before the semester starts. And then you have to run down to the bookstore, and hopefully you get a book and you don't have to wait. I don't understand this, how this college works. I've never heard of waiting 2 weeks and everybody who's going to college picks classes. But he'll be picking 4 classes. So hopefully he can find 1 or 2 that are online. That would be nice. Because, driving to the college, and sometimes he has to drive twice in a day, it's about $40 in gas a week. Which, it's kind of a lot of money. When I had a car, that's when gas was 99 cents, and $20, that was good for the week. Maybe even 2 weeks, and I was working full time. It's crazy how times has changed, and minimum wage has gone up, but cost of living has gone up, food has gone up. It's really unbelievable. So I hope everybody has a good day on this Thursday. I'm still a little tired from my sister waking me up yesterday. I had a hard time going back to sleep, and when I finally did, it was about 5:30. And they were out there at 7:30 in the morning doing this all the way until 5 o'clock at night. I'm kind of sick of listening to the noise now, but the wall needs to get up. So I understand that. And my landlord has a hair salon, and she's got some clients down there, and they don't like to hear a dog bark. They're not going to like to hear this. That's for sure. But if you do watch this, I appreciate it, and thank you. Anybody who's playing Overkill's The Walking Dead, I and my husband are looking for people to play with on Steam. I go on there multiple times a day just to see if there's anybody on there. Usually there's not. I found a group that will say when they gotta go and play, if you want to play with them. So if you do have the game, you just, go on there and check, because me and my husband are always trying to level up. He had to restart the game over again. I have no clue why it made him. So now I'm trying to help him, but I'm only on mission 4, and I've had the game since it came out. And when it came out, I guess it was a big hype thing, and everybody went through the missions very quickly, and then they stopped playing, waiting for the season 2. And as far as I know, we're not getting a season 3 right now, so it kind of sucks that me and my husband paid $80 a piece for this game, and after season 2 of the storyline, we may not get any new content for it. I really think if that's what's going to happen, they need to refund us some of the money, because that's BS. We only bought it because it said it was going to follow the book, and that it was going to be a full storyline with an ending. So if that happens, I'm going to be very upset. And I know if that does happen, people will sue them for the money, because it's false advertisement. This is what you promised. It was on Steam's page. So it's not something that we're making up. And it gets very frustrating when you buy a game and then they use an anti-cheat software so nobody can cheat, but then you can't play the game after a couple of months. That already happened to my husband. He bought a game. It's a $40 game online. He really loves it. Warhammer something, first person kind of thing. And you would play with 3 other people. And he played for 2 months, and now he can't play because it won't run because of this anti-cheat software. And it only affects the PC versions of the game. So, we're paying money, and then Steam's going to say, well, it's been 2 months and you've been playing it. Well, I can't play it now. It gets very frustrating. Or you buy a game and they promise you there's going to be 3 chapters coming out, and it'll be out by the end of the year, and it's a year later, and they just release it and you still can't play it because it's broken. Very frustrating. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Any concerns, comments, always leave them down below. Any stories about how you helped a friend, a co-worker, a neighbor, a family member, please share it. It's nice to know that, good people who care about other people are not alone out there with how people treat them. Bye.